So, welcome, guys. This is Ritwik Ahlawat, and I'm the host of the Out of Office podcast. Out of Office podcast is sponsored by SyncUp, and we have today with us today Faham Jawed, and he's one of the best YouTube growth consultants I've ever met right now in India. And we are going to have a fun conversation about how you can grow your personal brand on YouTube, Instagram, long form, short form content, the secrets of some of the biggest people right now in the content game. And I'm looking forward to a great conversation with Faham. So, welcome, Faham.
Yeah, hi Ritwik. Thank you so much for having me here. So, yeah, as you guys might know my startup also, or Ritwik would drop in a link in the description. So, I always thought that these big creators like Mr. Beast, Airac already had their like YouTube manager and strategist, but that was lacking. What creators who were not that big also, but not that small, also medium-sized creators who were like in a half a million mark or quarter million mark, though they require like a YouTube strategist, but it was like too expensive for them to afford. So that's why I launched my startup to cater to them. And right now I work with a creator who has like a 1.2 million subscribers, half a million subscribers, quarter million subscribers. And I've also worked with channels who have like less than 1,000 subscribers. So I know like what it takes to build up a channel for every subscriber base. So yeah,
That's perfect. Great, great farm. I think that is what is so unique about you is that you've got it started. You have started so early, at such an early age, right? And now you're working with so many different kinds of creators, big and small, in and outside of India, right? And I think that is giving you a lot of unique perspective. And anybody who's looking forward to sort of grow their own personal brand online, or grow their business online via the power of video content, they can really utilize your expertise, right? But getting into the first question, like you gave me like this whole sort of background about what was the need of getting started into this space. So one question which I have for you is, but apart from what attracted you towards video content, and more specifically towards YouTube content, right? Is it that you used to consume a lot of YouTube videos, you found out that no, yeah, these people need better quality editors, they need better scripting, or was it completely something else?
okay, going completely raw. I wanted to make money, lots of money, and I wanted to enjoy making that money. So I started with Instagram management. Then I thought that I can't spend the rest of my life making carousels for creators. And since that was like a convenience-based offer, I felt like I am not providing enough value for them. It's just like I'm saving their time rather than building up their revenue and stuff. Then I started with LinkedIn, then gave a kick. Then I started with Facebook and Instagram, like typical growth hacking thing. It
Yeah.
doesn't resonate with me because I am more of like a creative guy. Then I stumbled across YouTube, and it also had like a creative side to it and a business side to it, be it brand deals or sponsorships and stuff. So I felt like I'm truly changing the creator's life, having their channel. They were like, for all the creators I am working with, they were like really depressed on, they were implementing all the strategies they know, but their channel was stagnant. And after working with us for 3 months, their channel is again growing and stuff. So I felt like I am having like an impact in their lives, and they were also happy working with us. So this is the exact same reason I
Yeah.
started with this.
Perfect. So, is there any person that you got motivated by, or who you look up to into this space? Like talking more about not in terms of like a creator, but somebody who's helping these creators, elevate and grow their business online, especially through YouTube and Instagram and these kind of platforms.
Okay, for me personally, since I myself am an entrepreneur, so I really got motivated by Patrick Bet David. But if you keep aside like entrepreneurship, and if someone wants to have like, if someone asks me that, okay, farm, what are the some of the creators which I can look up to if I want to grow like a YouTube channel? Then first is Film Booth. They are like really posting awesome stuff. Creator debates, Creator Booth. And then if you want to go towards like the brand deal side, Justin Moore is like an awesome creator. He also has like a couple of programs. His VOD course starts from $1,500. Then his one-to-one starts from $1,000. Then his Q&A plus card starts from $3,000. So if you want to crack like more better brand deals, Justin Moore is the guy. But if you want creators whom you can take inspiration from, who can guide you through how to make better videos, be it scripting, thumbnail, and stuff.
Hmm.
Derry Leaves, nickname him, uh, and then Flimbooth, I told,
Hmm.
Roberto Blake. These are some of the creators which you can look up to.
Got it. That's perfect. I think people like I've also gone through, when we were working together, I went through these guys' YouTube channels. There's so many good nuggets, and so much of it is out for free, right? Like if somebody wants to just get started, the free content is also enough, right? To start out on the right foot. That's perfect. So what would you say, like, is your process? Say, there's this new creator, somebody who reaches out to you, like how I reached out to you, right? What is your current process to get these creators started off on the right foot, and then eventually, phase wise, get them, I would say, in a nutshell, viral, right? So what is your process of making people go viral?
Okay, so this would be like a in-depth thing that I would be talking about. So,
Hmm.
guys, stay away.
Yeah.
So, first of all, there are two type of creators. I mostly work with creators who are already established. So,
Hmm.
first, I will tell about them, and then I'll tell about what work you can do if you're starting a YouTube channel. So, if someone is like in at like 250K subscribers, see, so he already has an audience base, be it in finance or in tech or in study abroad. Let's say a creator is making videos on study abroad, so he has that initial audience of study abroad, who are be it from India, Singapore, or Russia, who wants to go to US and Canada to study. So he has the student audience base initially. But the problem why he contacted me, or any of my clients contact me, is that I am putting so much efforts. I'm like paying my editors, my thumbnail designers. I'm leveraging every strategy available online, but my channel is not growing. What should I do now? So the main reason why it happens is that since your TM is limited to only students, and you are only making like university reviews or how to get a job, so these only can have like a, it has like a upper threshold of views, because only a limited set of audiences would be interested in that those kind of video. So how do we expand it and get more views? So since like this is like a initial audience who are interested in study abroad thing or university reviews, so these are students who would be interested in entrepreneurship also. So I'm making like a Venn diagram over it. So initial set of audiences, they would be interested in entrepreneurship also, solopreneurship, be, I guess, like they would be interested in mindset also, because they are growing and they are advancing in their careers. Maybe they would be interested in fitness also. Fitness is like a different niche, but if someone wants to start and broaden their target audience, then these three initial buckets, like entrepreneurship, solopreneurship, and mindset, so they can expand. So now they have like 3 to 4 content buckets, and now if they make a video on those things, then obviously they have expanded their TAM, and now see they would get more views. But you might have come across some videos where you felt that the creator is actually talking to you and is pinpointing your the struggles that you face. So how do we do that? So we actually make like an audience avatar worksheet. So it's actually we have like different columns in that worksheet, be it pointing to their fears. So we list down the target audience fears, what motivates them, and other columns. I would just attach the sheet in the description if you guys want
Perfect.
to implement it for your channels too. Now we have those fear points or what motivates them. Now we will inculcate those same pointers while writing our scripts, so it feels more personal to the audience. So now we have our content buckets defined and our audience of the worksheet defined. So now we'll do the competitive research. We will go on YouTube and we will search, okay, what videos are working and stuff, and we will align on each of the content buckets, and then we'll just innovate upon those content buckets only.
Got it. So what I understood was that first of all, you need to have a larger total addressable market. You do that by finding out more content buckets. So say if I'm into entrepreneurship, that probably means that people who follow me, they're also into mindset, fitness, or
Yeah.
investing probably, right? So I
Yeah.
increase my total addressable market, find my content buckets. After that, I increase my relatability. How do I increase my relatability? I do that by, doing that audience worksheet activity where I put them into different buckets such as fears, motivators, stuff like that. So I become more relevant and more relatable. and finally I go out there and find a already well performing video and try and fit my type of content, my content bucket, and my relatability factor into that format, right? So I hope I've
Yes.
summarized it like properly.
Yeah, definitely. We actually did the
Okay.
same thing for one of our clients' channel, and we expect the YouTube growth to happen in third month. But since we
Okay.
incorporated in such a beautiful way that if you just go to his dashboard, maybe I can share.
Yeah.
But over there, you can just see 2.3x growth in views in just the first month of inculcating these strategies. So
Yeah.
these
I
strategies
think
work for
this will
sure.
work
And
out. I think this will work out really well on for even written content. So if somebody here, somebody watching is a ghostwriter or a content writer, I think this same strategy can work really well for their clients and themselves as well, because the fundamentals are the same for content, right? Relatability, total addressable market, and stuff like that. Perfect. And what would you say? Like, do you think that this can work for any niche out there? Like, say, if I'm a plumber, right? So, can I do the same thing? Or do you think that you have seen more success in some particular niches with this strategy?
see, for every niche you take up, there would be audience that would be interested in that niche. And if you implement that audience of the worksheet, so they would have certain other areas of their life where which they want to fix. So it can be expanded in and implement can be implemented in any niche also. We have worked
Yeah.
with brands and implemented the same strategies. It worked. We worked with talking video creators, and it works equally well. So it is tried and tested for every niche.
Got it. Perfect. And for the people, who have been contemplating about, all right, I want to make a YouTube channel. Should I not? What would you say are the benefits, like in today's day and age, with AI is there, so many people such as, be it Conor McGregor, be it even Indian, content creators, right? People like this, Mr. Beast, with, Feastables and his other brands. What would you say are the benefits of making a YouTube video today and building a personal brand today?
Okay, so Rashamani told Rashamani told in one of his podcasts that everybody would be a content creator by 2030, by will or not. So why did he told these things? So I'm working with a lot of career advisors also who wants to start their YouTube channels and stuff, and they tell the same thing that students are blasting off thousands of emails to companies, and they are getting like the automated response that your application is getting rejected and stuff, and it's becoming tougher and tougher as AI is advancing to grab a job and stuff. So building a personal brand so that you can have the luxury to work with any client or any brand you want is very necessary, because once you build your personal brand, you can attract your audience and then you can sell them anything. Let's say once you build an audience, you can build a newsletter. We would discuss this more in the later part of the podcast. But once you build an audience, you can monetize this audience in n number of ways. So even if one of the streams of income just collapses down, you have another five income streams also for it. But the one thing that I would tell your viewers is that be consistent and don't lose hope. The first 6 months would be like really stressful for you if you're starting from scratch. That you would be investing money, investing all your time, and since it's exponential growth for any platform that you choose. So the first 6 months, here is the only like the valley where 99% of the creators just quit. And if someone just 6 to 6 months of posting content like consistently, after 6 months it would be like exponential. Brands would be reaching out to you. You will have like multiple sources of income streams. You would be cracking brand deals and clients. So the golden part starts from 6 months onwards. It's like a myth that you need like 2 or 3 years to build an audience, but you can monetize that audience after 6 months or 4 months, for instance.
Got it. So talking about income streams, so what would you say, like, for a typical content creator today? What are some of the income streams that open up? Somebody, again, just I know for a fact that a lot of people who will be watching this, they have been contemplating of making video content or written content. So just to talk about the prospects and the income streams. So can you talk a little bit about that? Like, what are income streams open up for content creators?
Yeah, definitely. So first, let me talk about India first. So,
Yeah.
if someone is starting a YouTube channel in India, so obviously the revenue that you would be making from YouTube AdSense is really low. So, let's keep that aside. First of all, Uh, it's a misconception that if you are below 1,000 subscribers, you can't track brand deals.
Hmm.
You can actually. So,
Hmm.
since your video is not getting views, obviously the brand would not entice to have like a video integration on your YouTube channel. But
Hmm.
you can pitch that brand at, okay, I would make a video
Hmm.
on your YouTube channel and you can pay me for that. Maybe it's
Hmm.
like a SaaS startup and you just pitch it to them that I have great communication skills. I have the
Hmm.
team who can inculcate motion graphics and we have the best scripting. So why not I make videos for your YouTube channel and it gets posted on your YouTube channel.
Hmm.
So over that you can have like main source of income to get past the 6 months. And
Yeah.
after you get past the 6 months, you will open like a number of multiple streams. Like you would be building a newsletter. So let's say you have a newsletter of like 10,000 people. And if you launch a product or a digital product for even like $1,000 and one person buys for it, that's like a lakh rupees in hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
First is newsletter. You can monetize newsletter by building your courses. And even if you talk about courses, there are like different levels. First is your VOD. Second one is VOD plus Q&A. Third is one-to-one consultation.
Hmm.
So all of the people who have built their newsletters pitch all their three things. The last one
Hmm.
is community. If you just want to tap into that creators network, $5 per month or
Hmm.
$120 per year. So
Hmm.
that's like how you can monetize your newsletter. Second would be brand sponsorship. Second would be third would be merch, but I would not entice you or motivate you to launch your merch because most of the people that I know have lost lot of money just
Hmm.
launching merch. If you're not launching it, if you're launching like a proper clothing brand, then that's awesome. But don't launch a merch. That's like a shitty strategy
Got
to go about monetizing
got
your
it.
audience.
Got it. And like talking about like so not only specifically India, but for people in general, right? Like be it the Western countries, how does your income stream change as the number of subscribers, as the number of followers increase? Like what has been your what has been your experience in seeing people's, income going up because of building a personal brand, sticking to it, and increasing the number of followers and subscribers over a period of time?
Okay, so I worked with presently I am working with, let me take example of two creators. One of the creators I'm working with, he has like 50K subscribers and he's in
Mm-hmm.
like an Indian creator. So he gets brands like an academy and other people who can pay easily from 30 to 40K and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if we just switch to Western market, there are people, their brands like Notion and Fiverr are willing to pay like $2,000, $3,000 per video integration. So it's
Mm-hmm.
that of kind of big jump for
Yeah.
if you target like Western country people or be it India.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to decide like whether you want to target like Western people or Indian. You want to build like an Indian audience. So a question might arise that how the hell would I attract Western audience to my videos if I am sitting in India making videos in India?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, myth that VPN doesn't work. If you even get like a integrated dedicated IP address of New York or LA, it won't work.
Mm-hmm.
So the best thing is that you inculcate more Western examples in your script, and maybe it all boils down to the audience of the worksheet that I would just tell you to make. So if
Yeah.
you take like Western examples and talk how they talk, then
Mm-hmm.
you will attract more Western audiences, and then Western brands would come and pitch you.
Got it. And I would assume that also depending on what kind of space you're in. So for example, finance would get even more bigger brand deals than
Yep.
probably something like gaming, for example, right? But at the same time, I think also it depends on which country you're targeting. So typically, Western countries have a higher RPM and they have bigger brand deals coming in through, right?
Yep.
So that's there. Okay, got it. So what would you say are like some trends and predictions for 2024, especially for long form and short form video content specifically?
Okay. So you might have also realized that has now become lot repetitive. Like
Hmm.
every video, you might click, oh, I have just seen this video,
Hmm.
and it has become and creators rather than being like genuine and stuff, they are using a lot of retention hacks, lot of retention editing and stuff, and that just fries our brain. I was just watching like Mr. Beast channel, and it's the same like repeating stuff,
Hmm.
$1 versus $1 million, and then how it's just repeating itself. So 2024 predictions are that first of all, the audience would want more genuineness in the creator, that he doesn't include like more of retention strategies and stuff and be more authentic. Iman Ghazi has done the same thing for his content. Now his script and even the motion edits, he has advised his editor to not put motion graphic every 3 seconds, but put where it is needed. So if you just check out his last video also, you would feel the same thing, that motion graphics coming only when it is needed, and there are not of retention strategies and stuff being implemented. The second trend is that many AI creators would hit a million mark on YT. So if you are a really introverted person, you can use AI tools and build up a YouTube channel. You can scale it to a million subscribers in a couple of years. And third prediction is that thumbnail A/B test, which was in the beta phase, would be available to all creators in 2024. Netflix
Got it.
already did that previously. So if you open Netflix, the poster that you see constantly keeps changing every other day according to your needs, so that you could click on that poster based upon the clicking algorithm that it's in the backend for your particular account. So YouTube would be doing it. So you upload 2 or 3 thumbnails, maybe 4 thumbnails, and YouTube would choose that, okay, which thumbnail is driving the most CTR, and that would be the thumbnail that would be shown to most of the viewers.
Yeah.
So that is one prediction, and yeah, these are like a couple of predictions that.
Got it. So for people who don't want to get into like say YouTube long form content, right? So for short form content, do you have any tips specifically for like Instagram Reels, TikTok, and stuff like that?
Okay, so I get that, like, if you're starting out, scripting the long form video, editing it would be like a daunting process. But before starting and giving tips on Reels, uh, Reels would get you the audience. But once you have that audience, to build the trust there, and to make and entice your viewers to buy products and services for you, so you'll have to jump on that long form videos, because that builds trust. I guess like Alex Samosi told that if a viewer watches your 7 hour of your content, if you present them with the offer, then they would be much more enticed to buy your product or service.
Got
So
it.
tips for Reels are that generic tips like
Yeah.
the tips that I told for like the long form would, like the audience of the worksheet, competitive research, and the stuff would apply for shorts also. But for shorts, like post every day and keep your audience engaged on Instagram, be it posting on stories and stuff, be it to get like 2 3 content buckets of that. Okay, like first can be that fast mace edit, that okay, you record yourself on a laptop, and then some 5 AI apps that I use for video editing and stuff, and have like 2 3 content buckets. It's like the same for whatever I told for long form, but condense it below 1 minute.
Got it. Got it. Perfect, man. Perfect. And what would you say? Like finally in 2024, right? Like already have talked about trends and all. Um, what would you say are like what is the one final word of advice you would give to anybody who wants to get started or is already into this space to sort of grow in 2024?
So first of all, when you would be starting to produce content, you would feel like, okay, all other people are producing content. Why would people watch my content only? So I just want to say that Google was like the 17th search engine. Before that, there was like 16 search engines, and then Google popped up, and everybody is using Google. So it doesn't matter. Mr. Beast was there for years, and now Airac is just competing with Mr. Beast. So it doesn't matter like how late you start or where you start. It's just like what amount of effort you are putting in, and what's your quality of production. Because after Iman Ghazi and other people have come into the game, they have just raised the bar for production quality. So if Think Media just comes and tells that you can record your video on iPhone and post it and you will get a lot of views, it's irrelevant. They are just demotivating
Yeah.
you. So you
Yeah.
have to like level up your production quality, your scripting and stuff, because it has definitely become tough, but it has not become impossible. So if you learn like the right strategy from whatever YouTube channels I have recommended you, so just stick it for 6 months, and you will definitely see the growth. Because although the information is like readily available on these people's channel,
Yeah.
not many people would are willing to stick it, and they don't even have the willpower to stick it for like even 6 months to start seeing
Yeah.
result.
Yeah.
So like these were the final tips from my side.
Perfect, perfect. Thanks a lot, Farm, for that. And finally, we're getting into the most interesting section. It is a surprise section for you. It is the rapid fire round. So we
Yeah,
have
sure.
a couple of questions here, which I'm going to ask you, and just whatever comes in your mind, you can suggest, right? And you can speak out. All right. So are you
Yeah,
ready?
sure. Yeah, sure.
Perfect.
Ready.
So, what is one book you would recommend anybody, be it fiction, non-fiction?
How to win friends and influence people.
Okay, perfect. What is one which is your favorite movie, first of all, and what is one movie you would recommend people watch?
My favorite movie was like The Founder for McDonald's.
Okay.
So
I love that movie. I recently watched it. Yes. And would you recommend it to other people as well, or there's
yeah.
another suggestion?
Previously, I was like a fan of Wolf of Wall Street, but I don't want to be Geordie, like fucking
Okay.
every other chick. So yeah, The Founder.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. And if you had an opportunity to get any superpower in this world, what is one superpower you would want to have?
To read minds so that my proposal doesn't get rejected when I send it to clients.
Perfect. Perfect. And what is like just for motivating people out there who want to get in more specific into the agency space? What is the
Yeah,
biggest client retainer you have ever closed so far?
30K.
30K. All right. Perfect. Perfect. And what is the best piece of life advice somebody has given you, or you would have read it somewhere or in some movie or something?
Life advice. Uh, एक मिनट बहुत अच्छा वाला था.
Yeah.
Uh, Okay, so you choose the pain and regret. So, what kind of pain you would be enduring? So, you
Mm-hmm.
choose it by yourself. Let's say, let me explain it. So, either in my early 20s, I can work and have that pain so it would be a pain of 1 or 2 years, and then after I'll enjoy my life. But if I go to clubbing and have like girlfriends and stuff, so though I would be enjoying my early 20s or maybe late 20s, but I would be miserable for the rest of my life. So
Yeah.
it's like my choice to endure this pain for my early 20s or maybe in my 20s, or endure pain after my 20s. So obviously, like, I'm
Yeah.
choosing this thing to endure pain in my early 20s or maybe like late 20s,
Yeah.
and then live like a
Yeah.
comfortable life after that.
True. So it's like basically, you choose your pains, staying at home, being unfit, you know, getting all kinds of ailments and diseases is also painful. And
Yeah.
hitting the gym, working out every single day, waking up, doing that 15, 20 minutes of meditation, taking that cold plunge, that is also painful. But you have to choose your pain. One pain is going to help you make your life easier and make you more healthy, more successful. And the other pain is just going to, put you into the ground, right? It's going to make you redundant. So I think that's the perfect life advice, man. Thank you so much for joining in. I really enjoyed the session, and I hope the people who have watched it will definitely take something of value from it. Right? So thank
Me
you
too,
so much,
man.
Farm.
Definitely. Yeah, really enjoyed.
All
By the
right.
way, that 30K was in dollars.
Okay, nice. Perfect. So for anybody who
Bye.
wants motivation, you can reach out to Farm. I'll be putting down his link in the description. And do reach out to him if you're a creator looking to grow, or if you are just somebody who wants to know more about this business, you can definitely reach out to Farm. So thank
Yeah,
you guys,
definitely, guys.
and
Hit me up. I'll be more happy. Bye, guys. Take care.
all right, bye bye.